However, in order for the two fleets to cooperate and combine their forces as swiftly as possible, they had to be able to meet quickly. But going all the way around South America was too far, so they had to cut through the middle. So the United States decided to complete the Panama Canal, but at that time, the Panama Canal area was owned by Colombia. Colombia demanded too many conditions from the United States in terms of permitting the canal. There were many demands that the United States could not meet. So the United States made a plan to create a new country, thereby supporting the Panama tribe, which was fighting for independence from Colombia. The Panama tribe had promised the United States the right to build and use the canal if they were helped to free themselves. In the end, the United States established a country called Panama according to their will and opened the Panama Canal. Construction began in 1903 and was completed in 1914. Since then, the United States has become the only country in the world that easily travels between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Another reason for the United States to become a hegemon was the 1940 Destroyers and Bases Agreement between the United States and Britain. As soon as World War II began, Britain was put under a sea blockade by German submarine U-boats. Britain was in serious trouble, even considering surrendering to Germany. Because U-boats completely blocked British waters, the island nation of Britain was unable to conduct maritime trade. Among other goods, food was imported from outside, but now there was a shortage of food due to the blockade of the sea. The British could not go to war while starving. If the naval blockade was prolonged, Britain would be in a position where it had no choice but to wither away. So Churchill in England and Roosevelt in America made an agreement. Britain had numerous bases in Caribbean. Many bases in the Caribbean were to be handed over to the United States for 99 years.
And the British had naval bases in Bermuda and Canada that gave the United States the right to use them. In turn, the United States handed over 50 destroyers it had since World War I to the British.
The British defeated the German U-boats with the destroyers they had received from the United States and eventually won. And the United States acquired an environment in which even the approach of potential adversaries cannot progress, not only in North America, but also in Central and South America.
That was the Destroyer Base Agreement between the United Kingdom and the United States, where they switched destroyers and bases. Subsequent Japanese provocations in the Pacific also helped the United States expand its maritime territories.
Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor awakened the sleeping tiger, America. America was in a position of being slapped in the face when it wanted to cry. So the United States turned the Pacific upside down. At one point, the United States occupied all the islands in the Pacific Ocean and even made Okinawa an American territory. Now the United States has returned it all.
The current maritime territories of the United States overseas include Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands in the Caribbean, and Guam, Samoa, and the Northern Mariana Islands or Saipan in the Pacific Ocean. But the reason the United States owns those countries is that their inhabitants want them to remain American territories. The United States no longer colonizes oceans as territories. In the case of having a colony, rebellion may occur. There is a negative image of imperialism, and it is difficult to manage, so the United States does not want this situation. Instead, the United States has established military bases in various places in the oceans or in major straits. Originally, there was a unique British strategy to say that someone who rules at every strategic point of the waterways rules the world. The United States learned this strategy from Britain. And America became the best example of the student overtaking the teacher, advancing one step ahead of the UK. The United States built military bases in far more places than Britain in the 19th century. There are US bases in every major strait around the world. Moreover, the United States owns 11 aircraft carriers alone. All of these carriers are nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, which are aircraft carriers that continue to operate consistently with nuclear power even without intermediate refueling. Carriers in other countries need to be refueled in between, so they use diesel fuel and have to stop frequently. American aircraft carriers couldn't go anywhere, anytime, without interruption.
In particular, the US aircraft carrier fleet, with about 10 frigates such as destroyers and cruisers, is considered to be equal to the strength of any country's military. The carrier group is located at islands and military bases. However, China has become a challenge, and the United States is stepping up its alliance diplomacy.
Britain and Australia joined together to form the AUKUS alliance. AUKUS is Australia, United Kingdom, and United States. The Quad is a security consultative body of 4 countries: Japan, India, Australia, and the United States. And now they're trying to get a lot of other democracies involved.
In any case, the United States is making tremendous efforts, even now, possibly to an excessive extent, to maintain its position as the most powerful maritime power among the principal powers on the planet.
The United States is making tremendous efforts to thwart China's challenge to its hegemony. Recently, the US has been trying to form a Chip 4 alliance. Chip 4 Alliance is the formation of a semiconductor alliance between South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, and the United States. Thank you for watching the video, America's Control of Sea and Land Across the Globe Part 3, provided by History and Current Events. I'm Rebecca, Mia, Katie, Leah, and Tony have contributed so far as narrators. Thank you.